This video is for the extra practice problems on secondary math lesson number 6-3. And so this is just to practice some more the problems that we did in the lesson. So here's the problems that we have, and at the top we have the functions that we're going to use. And so if you haven't already tried these, then go ahead and try them, and then you can watch this video and I will go through all of them. Number 20. -3 times and then f of x. And so if you'll just write it like it says, and then in this case we're going to distribute, and that's my answer. There's nothing else I can do. I can't put those together. I don't know what x is, so that's what I'm going to do. Number 21, f minus g. So I'm going to take f of x and I'm going to subtract g of x. Parentheses are really helpful in this situation because when you subtract the -3x plus 7, you have to subtract all of it. So I'm going to say minus a -3x minus 7. If you don't do that, you're going to get the signs wrong. So 4x and 3x is 7x, and -5 and -7 is -12. Number 22, v times m. So I'm going to take v, which is 2, times m. And again, I'm going to distribute. So 2 times 1/2 is 1. And 2 times -10 is -20. Number 24, h of x plus 15. So h of x plus 15. Those are not like terms. There's nothing I can do with that, so that's my answer. Number 25, m of x plus 34 divided by 6. So we need to concentrate on one thing at a time. So the 1/2 x minus 10, there's nothing I can do with that. So I'm actually okay taking my parentheses off. So when I get that, I'm going to have these two like terms, -10 plus 34. So what I have is I have 1/2 x, -10 plus 34 is plus 24, and then divided by 6. Okay, this would be a good idea now to separate these two. So 1/2 x divided by 6, we'll deal with that in just a second, plus 24 divided by 6. So that's 1/2 x, and then divided by 6. Okay, that's the first piece. And then we're going to add 24 divided by 6 is 4. So now let's concentrate on cleaning up that. Remember that when you divide, it's the same as multiplying by a reciprocal. And so 1/2 x times 1/6, 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 6 is 12, and then times the x. And then don't forget that I have plus 4, and that's our answer. And so that's what m of x plus 34 all over 6 is equal to. (26) is negative g of x, or the opposite of g of x. So I'm going to take the opposite of, and then g of x. So I'm going to take the opposite of -3x, and I'm going to take the opposite of 7. And there's nothing I can do because I don't have any like terms, and so that's my answer. Okay, 27, g minus f of x. So that's g of x minus f of x. So I'm going to take g of x, and I'm going to subtract f of x. So I'm going to take -3x plus 7, and I'm going to subtract 4x, and I'm going to subtract a -5. Now I'm going to look for like terms, so I see that I have like terms there, so -3x minus 4x, and then I have 7 and 5, so -7x plus 12, is what g minus f of x is.